Hello and welcome. Keep your hand in your skirt. My name is Sabrina. Today is a great topic. We are going to talk about how to release the judgment program. We all were born into the judgment program. Before we get started, two things. One, please like and subscribe. Share this information with anyone you know on a spiritual journey. I am doing everything I can to be a contribution to fellow light workers, star seeds, heart warriors, whatever word you like to use to describe what you're doing. Second, before we get started, I communicate with my multidimensional self, and the information, one of the tips and tools that I receive is set the intention. 2024 is intentional year for me. And so I got to hit the download like before you get into it, before you start talking, just invite yourself and everyone to take a conscious breath and drop into your heart. So before we get started, let's take a conscious breath. Exhale through the mouth and set the intention to just drop into your heart space. Our heart space is a fertile ground full of so much nutrients. So when we plant seeds, they can grow so easily and effortlessly. We are in the 2024 new earth frequency. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. One thing I would like to say that's just coming in right now, well, you get to do whatever the heck you want to do. Nobody's in charge of you but you. My suggestion is sometimes when we have challenges, when we have difficulties, when we have blocks, we judge that we're not high vibing anymore. I would like to suggest that sometimes as you are raising your frequency, a block has to present itself, a fear, a limitation has to present itself in order for you to process it so you can continue to raise. So often, like, we can redefine, we can redecide, we can rearrange the meaning of blocks, of fear, of challenges, of obstacles. We can just use those as information. They're just data to help us release them if they're ready to be released. I listened to a really good astrology report from a woman named Sabrina Lynn. So I really like listening to it because she talks to herself and she'll be like, Sabrina, and I always think she's talking to me and I'm like, what did she say? But anyway, she was saying, she's an astrologist, and she was saying Pluto is about releasing, like, it's about the death. So even though, like, we're raising our frequency and the new earth is here, I feel it, it's palpable, it's here. Part of the way we really acclimate into the new earth frequency is we release what is no longer serving us. So many of us have had emotional, physical, sexual trauma, and our body holds certain things to protect us. But as we're raising our frequency, sometimes these memories, this information gets to show up because we are now safe. You are safe, you are safe, you are safe. I hear that all the time, all day long. I'm like, you are safe, you are safe, you are safe. And it's really helping me be the truth of who I am. Like, I can be seen. I can be seen. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Like, I am fully supported, fully protected by all that is. I can put my work out there. I can have the energetic signature that it's safe to be seen. It's safe to be heard. It's safe to be recognized by anyone that I could be a contribution to. Okay, so this is going to be so good, so good, so good. Again, this is downloaded new information that has popped into my field just this week. I am telling you, I'm on fire. I'm getting so many hits, downloads, information. They're just coming in, right? So I was actually doing an intentional game with Shivra L, my multidimensional playdate. We were doing an intentional game where we were communicating, connecting to our lover, that we have not yet met in this reality, but he's here, right? He's orbiting, he's here. So I was talking about my lover, and who he is, what values he has that I resonate with. And what came out of my mouth is that my lover is really curious. And because he values curiosity, when something happens, for example, I was seeing myself be out of balance. I was seeing myself triggered. And often when a person is triggered, when I'm triggered, I can get really mad. I can get really verbally aggressive. I can get, right, like I got a lot of fire in me. I can get really passive aggressive, sassy. I can do a lot of unhealthy things when I'm triggered. And I was seeing my lover saw my trigger, and he reacted to the way I was showing up with questions. He was curious. He didn't go to the place where he judged me. He didn't go to the place where he defined that I'm a bad person. He didn't go to the place where he concluded that I'm a red flag. He was curious. He is curious. He's curious. And I could hear, like, energetically, he was curious, like, what's going on with Sabrina? Why is she acting like that? Sabrina's out of character right now. I wonder what's happening. What's going on? Did something get released that she's working through right now? He just had no point of view except curiosity. And it it just melted me. It melted me to have that experience where I could be in the presence of someone who just showed up with questions, who didn't add to the trigger by projecting their judgments on me, right? Because when we get triggered, or for me, I'll speak for myself, when I get triggered, I'm already judging myself. I'm already feeling like a piece of crap, that I'm behaving in a way that's not who I really am. So I'm already discombobulated. I'm already disconnected from me. And so I'm already judging me, right? We know, what is judgment? Judgment is a tool to separate you from you. So if I'm having a temper tantrum, or if I'm like having an emotional meltdown, I'm already deep inside big judgment of myself. So to be in the presence of someone who didn't judge me, like, it helped me. It's not that it's anyone else's job to do my shadow work, to do my emotional work. That's not what, I'm not saying that we need to be like, have codependent, dysfunctional relationships where somebody else is their savior. The savior program is done. Goodbye. Goodbye, savior program. We do not require saviors. We are able to do the work inside, to deal with our shadow, to deal with our pain body, to deal with the emotions that have gotten suppressed, that we intentionally suppressed in order to cope, right? That's what suppressed emotions are. There was our body's way of helping protect us so we could, cope in this reality. So now as the frequencies are raising, vibration is raising, new earth is here, like, some of these shadows are showing up because they're safe to be seen. So this lover, right, he was just curious. And so it was my first experience, and this, like, to experience this through this energetic game we were playing, this multidimensional game we were playing. And then, like, a couple days later, and then part of the game is that what you want from your lover, what you want from your person, you want to, like, everything that you were wanting to summon to you is, you're like actually inviting it to you. Because when I can master being the person who's curious and stops judging me, then I will reflect that will be reflected back to me with a lover who can be curious and not judge me. So that was part of the game. Okay, so then a couple days later, I was like communicating with this judgment, right? What is judgment? Judgment is a tool. It's a program to keep us separate, right? It's just judgment just is one of the fastest ways to disconnect you from who you really are, from your multidimensional self, your inner being, your God self, whatever word you like. So I was seeing like the antidote, is that the right word? The elixir, the way to heal, the way to flip, the way to release judgment is really inviting in using the frequency of curiosity. Because if I'm curious about something, I don't have a point of view. If I see somebody doing something that I could label as bad or wrong or inappropriate, then once I've labeled it, once I've decided, once I've made a decision, this is what that means, then I've locked in a point of view, I've locked in a judgment. But if I just stay curious, if I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going on with that person. If I give people the benefit of the doubt, oh, I wonder if they just got some bad news. Oh, I wonder if a trigger is showing up. I wonder if a shadow aspect is showing up to get cleared and released. So the more we can invite in curiosity, the more we can use the frequency of curiosity, it will help us integrate and up-level, integrate and up-level, integrate and up-level. Isn't that so good? And it makes so much sense. I mean, it just makes so much sense because we know open-ended questions are a portal, right? Open-ended questions take a contracted, defined, definite sentence, and it just opens it up. It opens up space. So why not use open-ended questions? Why not use the frequency of curiosity to walk through this world? What happens if you would, when you're in your car, you're going to the store, you're going to a family event, you put your glasses of curiosity on. You can energetically, like if you like to play games, I turn everything into a game. You can energetically put your glasses of curiosity on and show up at these events and just ask questions. Oh, somebody just made this comment to you that seemed kind of passive aggressive. I wonder what's going on with them. I wonder why they felt comfortable doing that. I wonder what's happening. I wonder. The I wonder game, right? What if we could really use curiosity? And then we know, right? Law of momentum, the more we do something, the more we acclimate to it, the easier it is. And then eventually, can you imagine being on autopilot? So when someone is an ass to you, instead of being offended, instead of reacting, instead of being triggered, like, oh my God, you were such an ass to me. Instead, what if your autopilot thought was, I wonder what's going on with them. They're acting so out of character. What a fucking gift and a contribution you would be to everyone that you interact with, everyone that is in your presence. I want that. I want to be that person. I want to be this person, right? I can really sense this person. I can really sense this frequency, this energy, and I can really see what a gift I will be to myself when I can release all those judgmental, heavy, dense thoughts, and I can just become curious. I'm like, wow, what's going on with me that I'm having this reaction? This isn't my normal. I don't usually act this way. I wonder what's going on. Does my inner child need something? Right? Is there a part of me that wants my attention? Have I been neglecting an aspect of me? My cells, my organs, do they need some nutrition that I haven't been giving them and they're trying to catch my attention? I wonder. Curiosity. So that's the secret sauce. If you would like to release judgment, if you would like to help release, I want to say put to bed. Let's put judgment to bed. The whole world is going to be so different when we get better and better at releasing judgment. We allow in curiosity, we ask open-ended questions, and we give each other the benefit of the doubt. Can you just feel into what that reality is going to be? I can feel into it, and it just feels so good. So I'm hoping to be the lover that I want to meet. So have a great afternoon. Thank you.